Gonna ask you, what are you gonna do about that tattoo on your face?
I'm taking my time with it. But I already kind of put things in place.
So you have an appointment. That's gonna be a few sessions, probably.
No.
No? Just one?
She say he's retarded. Come on now, that lady is evil and out to get me and my son. She's dissing her own grandchild on social media. I'm saying this to say, bro, don't get it messed up. Like, yeah, I love him. I'm riding for him. But I know his character traits, bro. I know his patterns, bro. Soon as we beef, he hurt our kid, and it's so evil. So I need y'all to just let him know.
Get it now. Nobody popped out to her little booking, her little show. So she desperately using me to sell more tickets. Come on, Cal. Come on. That's like what we resort to. Yeah, you couldn't get nobody to pop out for you at Malibu, so you gotta use me. You and your man couldn't bring in a crowd, so you gotta.
Blueface just got hit with news he clearly wasn't ready for. Chrisean Rock is moving on and glowing up with a new man, and it's sending Blue into a spiral. That's right, she's expecting again, and this time, it's not his baby. Rumor has it Blueface dumped her straight from behind bars and even had his own dad kick her out of the house they once shared. Cole doesn't even begin to cover it. Just when you think their drama can't get messier, these two keep finding new ways to stir the pot. Blueface didn't just react, he exploded. But Chrisean wasn't having it. She fired back hard, throwing shade and accusing Blueface of cheating on her, even hinting he's been cozying up to people inside while locked up. No names dropped, but her words had everyone online buzzing with wild theories. What truly caught fans off guard was the boldness of Chrisean's next move. Despite having Blueface's face tattooed on her, a symbol that many assumed was a forever mark of loyalty and devotion, she didn't hesitate to step out publicly with someone entirely new. Enter Titan Newton, an NCAA athlete whose presence, next to Chrisean in photos, radiated strength and support. The genuine smiles they shared weren't just for the cameras. They told a story of someone ready to embrace a fresh start and find happiness beyond the drama. The shock factor came not just from the fact that Chrisean was moving on, but how unapologetically she did it. The tattoo, prominently displayed on her face, is a permanent reminder of her past with Blueface. Traditionally, such a tattoo would signify a deep, unbreakable connection, making any public association with another man seem almost impossible, or at least highly controversial. Yet Chrisean defied expectations by showing up with Titan looking relaxed, confident, and undeniably happy, signaling to fans that the old ties might no longer hold the same meaning. This unexpected development sparked curiosity and speculation. What does that tattoo really mean now? For many, it raised questions about whether the ink represented genuine loyalty, or if it was something Chrisean once wore as a badge of love that has since lost its significance. Her choice to publicly stand with Titan despite the visible reminder of Blueface suggested a complicated but powerful statement. People evolve, feelings change, and sometimes symbols that once defined us don't hold the same weight anymore. Ultimately, Chrisean's boldness challenged the narrative fans thought they understood. It was a reminder that life moves forward, even when the past is literally etched onto your skin. Chrisean is flipping the script. Not only is she stepping into a new chapter with Titan, but she's also starting the process to remove the Blueface tattoo from her face, an ultimate sign she's ready to close this chapter. This isn't just a rash decision, it's a sign of real growth and reclaiming control over her image. People were stunned when she first got that tattoo. Some called it wild, others saw it as a symbol of love. Now, it's a different energy altogether, a clean slate. She's taking her time with the removal, expecting a few sessions, and even talked openly about the process on a live stream, revealing her thoughts on covering up past mistakes. It looks like Chrisean is serious this time about leaving Blueface behind for good, but let's keep it real. This isn't the first time she's claimed to be done with him, only to circle back again. Their relationship has been one long roller coaster of breakups, reunions, and public drama. Remember in 2023, when she supposedly moved on to Lil Mabu? That had Blueface jealous, tweeting cryptic messages encouraging them to make it official. Clearly bothered, Chrisean even dropped a track throwing shade at Blueface, rapping, "Forget Blueface, I had to find a new bae." She called him out for being a bad dad, while still acknowledging the connection because she gave birth to my kid. Bold and honest, but soon after, when Blueface wanted her back, she cut ties with Mabu and dove right back into the chaos. This time feels different, though. Blueface is sounding alarms, claiming Chrisean cheated on him with Titan and is now pregnant with Titan's child. Meanwhile, Chrisean faces criticism for her parenting, especially after admitting to drinking and smoking during her first pregnancy. If this new baby is real, many hope she's learned from her past and is ready to do better this time, a fresh start. And guess who's thrilled? Blueface's mom, Carissa. She's over the moon at the thought of Chrisean finally stepping away from her son. Carissa has never hidden her dislike for Chrisean, so this new chapter has her celebrating like it's her birthday. But there's one person who's definitely not celebrating this new chapter, and that's Blueface himself. Even though he's locked up behind bars, far removed from the outside world's chaos, he hasn't stopped stirring the pot or making waves from his cell. The moment word reached him that Chrisean had moved on and was getting cozy with someone new, Blueface's reaction wasn't just subtle disappointment or quiet acceptance. No, he went full-on petty, like a storm unleashed. Reports reveal that Blueface didn't just sit back quietly. Instead, he picked up the phone from prison and called his own father, delivering a sharp order: head over to their shared home and get rid of all of Chrisean's belongings. We're talking about clothes, bags, personal items, anything that Chrisean had left behind. He wanted every trace of her presence wiped clean, tossed out like yesterday's garbage. The urgency and coldness of that demand showed no hesitation, no mercy. It was clear he wanted her stuff gone, and fast. This move wasn't just a rash emotional reaction. It was calculated, strategic. Even though Blueface has been locked up for months, his need to control the narrative, especially when it comes to Chrisean and their fractured relationship, remains as strong as ever. His petty order to erase her physical presence from the shared home shows how desperate he is to assert some kind of power or dominance from behind bars, where his freedom is stripped away, but his ego and pride still run wild. What's more telling is how quickly and decisively he acted. Blueface didn't just feel hurt or jealous, he felt displaced and disrespected. Chrisean moving on without him was clearly a blow to his pride, and rather than processing that quietly, he chose to lash out in a very public and symbolic way. Clearing out her things wasn't just about reclaiming physical space. It was about making a statement: you're out, and you're not welcome here anymore. But the drama didn't stop there. The fact that Blueface could even get a phone inside prison to make such a call raises eyebrows and questions. Phones aren't supposed to be easily accessible to inmates, especially those as high profile as Blueface. Yet somehow, he managed to reach out and orchestrate this petty eviction, proving that even incarceration can't keep him from stirring up drama or influencing the situation outside his cell. This behavior fits perfectly with Blueface's larger-than-life persona, always loud, always bold, never subtle. He thrives on attention and controversy, and prison hasn't changed that. If anything, it seems to have intensified his need to make noise and assert control, especially over his personal relationships. While Chrisean appears to be moving on and making peace with her new life, Blueface is still locked in a cycle of jealousy and vindictiveness, refusing to quietly accept that things have changed. So, while many might be celebrating the end of C, one chapter and the start of another for Chrisean, Blueface remains a figure of chaos and unrest, fueling the fire from behind bars. His pettiness and refusal to let go are a reminder that some wounds take longer to heal, especially when pride and pain mix behind the walls of a prison cell. But this wasn't just emotional drama, it was calculated pettiness. Even months behind bars, Blueface is still desperately trying to control the narrative and Chrisean's every move. His reaction? Less jealousy, more heartbreak, the kind that spills all over social media for everyone to see. He's not playing games anymore. Things got even more tangled when Blueface, despite being locked up, kept stirring the pot. Just recently, he shocked everyone by posting a video on Instagram from behind bars, featuring a mysterious woman lounging comfortably. Naturally, the internet exploded with questions. But it didn't stop there. The woman claimed she and Blueface go way back to 2015 and only officially started dating about 5 years ago. That revelation sent fans scrambling to do the math, because if true, that would mean Blueface was juggling her alongside Christian and Jay and Alexis simultaneously. She shared the details herself. Me and Blue been locked in since 2016. We met at work, shooting together, and the chemistry was instant. We kept stealing glances, no contact info exchanged, just vibes. Then I came over, cooked steak, mashed potatoes, asparagus, even brought dessert. We took a bubble bath with bath bombs. 5-star treatment. That's been our story ever since. Now let's pause and think. How on earth does Blueface even have a phone behind bars? Sure, contraband phones aren't unheard of, but Blueface isn't exactly low profile or stealthy. So who snuck it in? Did he grease the palms of a guard? Or is there a secret jailhouse influencer starter kit we don't know about? The fact that he's posting videos like it's just another day on the outside makes zero sense. And he's not just lurking quietly.